At no point was she out of medal reckoning. Every point she was inside the medal track. And by the way, let me also tell you, if I'm right, I think Arjun Babuta is on course to be making the final, and Babuta qualifies. Trisha, break it. Gargi, break it on the show. Arjun Babuta qualifies for the 10-meter air rifle final. We have two finalists today in Ramita Jindal and Arjun Babuta. Babuta qualifies with 630.1. Trisha Ghoshal breaking it on Rev Sports Twitter. So we give you this news. Manu Bhaker wins the medal. India's first with a bronze campaign starts in Paris. And Arjun Babuta has qualified for the final of the 10-meter air rifle. So what we are telling you is Ramita Jindal had qualified earlier in the morning, and now it's Arjun Babuta. So we have two finalists from shooting for tomorrow in Chateauroux. That's the update that I'm giving you. Arjun Babu, that's correct. Arjun Babuta has qualified with a score of 630.1. Gargi Rao. What an incredible morning. What an incredible day for Indian shooting. 630.1. 2012 Gagan Narang was the last medal. 2008 Bindra. 2004 Rathore. 12 years, no medal. Tokyo was barren, Rio was barren. Finally, you've got Manu Bhaker breaking the jinx, and now you have Arjun Babuta as well. This is tremendous stuff from the Indian shooters.
I mean, when you look at Manu Bhaker, the concentration and the focus that she was showing today, it was incredible. And from that Tokyo shoot, from gun malfunctioning to a podium finish, I mean, this is a story worth, I don't know how many words, because Manu Bhaker, it really shows how much she has been preparing for this final. Especially her mental conditioning, she's been incredible. Boya, if you could tell us a little bit about her preparation. I know you know quite a lot.
Yeah. So let me give you this, that exactly 12 months back, Manu Bhaker was on the verge of quitting her sport. Manu Bhaker was on the verge of quitting her sport because she thought she was tired and bored with shooting. She thought the only thing that she has done in her life so far has been shooting. And she wanted to quit her sport because there is no point in continuing with something. She's your age. She's exactly your age, Gargi Raut. So you have a social life, you had a college life, you have a fulfilling life, you can go and socialize, you have other things. I mean, all of us have had our personal preferences, our affairs, our everything in college and university. In Manu Bhaker's case, the only thing that she has is shooting. And she was on the verge of quitting her sport because she was tired and on the verge of giving up. From there on, to go to Jaspal Rana, and let me tell you this, in Tokyo, when Manu and Jaspal had that fight, and by the way, I was there. I mean, I've been this sort of behind Jaspal, and Manu did not get along at all. And that's when Manu's decision to go back to Jaspal, get Jaspal back into the mix, was, I think, sensational. She gave up on her ego. Jaspal gave up on his ego. The two of them decided to come together, Gargi Raut, and history has been created. I remember Tokyo. I remember Raninder Singh saying, I remember Raninder Singh saying in Tokyo to us that this could have been done better. And you're absolutely right. So Manu Bhaker, on the verge of quitting the sport 12 months back, comes back to win an Olympic medal. Let me tell you her routine. So every morning, she wants to sleep a little bit more. She's not allowed to sleep a little bit more because she's not allowed to sleep a little bit more, one hour. She's not allowed to sleep even 1 hour extra by Jaspal Rana. If she wanted one what is it called? One cheat day, not allowed. Because you are shooting 3 events in Paris, not allowed. She wants, by the way, no affair, no love life, no affair, no university life, no college life, no social life, nothing except shooting. That is the kind of perseverance, resilience, commitment, determination, passion that this girl has shown. And she's close to me. Friend came to the first Trailblazers conclave, Trisha. I would be keen if you can get out the first Trailblazers conclave clip of Manu Bhaker, where she had actually mentioned in 2023, take your time, we can put it out later, but tell your people to get out the Manu Bhaker clip from the first Trailblazers conclave when the world had junked her. We were the ones who invited Manu Bhaker in 2023 after the Commonwealth Games, before the Asian Games. We had stood by her right through. And thereafter, for her to come back and do this in Paris, Gargi Rao, I think is an absolutely sensational effort. Sensational. Many people ridicule me for my madness about Olympic sport. I've predicted 3 medals from shooting. It could well be more. Arjun Babuta in the final, Ramita Jindal in the final. Tomorrow you might just get medal number 2. Ramita Jiddal, after yesterday, I told you, Gargi, on your show that don't rule out Ramita because of one bad day. She's an excellent shooter. Ella missed out, except that last series where Ella missed out. Otherwise, Ella could have also made the final and 2 Indians. But Ramita Jindal and now Arjun Babuta making the final, and Arjun redeems himself. Yesterday, that 103.9 series from Arjun. Today, he comes back and scores a 630.1. This is absolutely magnificent. What an incredible, incredible day. And now, in 2 hours from now, I want the archers to do well. I want Deepika Kumari, Ankita Bhakat, and Bhajan Kaur to make history and make the semi-final. Yes, I know it's Korea in the semi-final, but I would want a second medal to come today, and that should be from women's archery.
I mean, you're telling these stories about Manu Bhaker, about her sacrifices, and it sounds like a very rosy story, something that will go perfectly on a newspaper, but it's not something that everyone can do. It's a hard life of sacrifice, and I'm sure, shooting requires so much concentration. So, a laser focus is something that should be studied at this point because she was incredible today. Boy, I was just asking you, is Rohan and Abhijit joining us? Will they be joining us?
They must be in the mix zone. They must be in the
Yeah.
mix zone for the quotes, and then they will join us. They will join us very soon because both of them are in Chateau at the venue. So after that, of course, they will try and get you Manu Bhakar's interview also. They will, because the interview will happen outside for the non-rights holders. So all of
Yeah.
that will happen. Abhijit and Rohan will obviously join us. Trisha, you can check if Abhijit and Rohan, one of them can join us. We'll need to see. But yes, Gargi, both of them are there in Chateau. So every update, including the Arjun update, what Arjun says in the mix zone, Manu's interview, all of that will be on Rev Sports very shortly.
Yeah, and I'll just like to reflect on this moment in the match where she had done her last shot, and she knew that it wasn't enough. She knew. I think she was happy that she got the bronze, but at some point you think, "Oh, I was so close." And she turned around and she. I'm not sure if she was crying or not, but she wiped her face, and then everyone came and congratulated her. I mean, how do you define these moments, Boria? How do you
Zero
express these?
point 0.1, Gargi, zero point 0.1 is a heartbreak. I mean, we were celebrating the medal, but for Manu, she would be thinking I was that one strand of hair close to a silver. I was that one strand of hair close to a silver medal in an Olympic Games. In an Olympic Games, her life has changed, by the way. She's the toast of the nation. She will trend now. She'll get crores and crores of rupees. Everything would have changed by now. But for her, that zero point 0.1 will haunt her. 221.7 and 221 point. By the way, I told you, Gargi, it'll be 240 plus. Remember, in the morning, that was my prediction for the final. It feels
Yeah.
good actually to get everything right so far. But Manu Bhaker, that zero point 0.1. যে কোনো জায়গায় একটা ইন্টারেস্টিং কমেন্ট ফ্রম Manu, where she talked about the comeback. Listen, the Tokyo comeback. She spoke at length about the Tokyo comeback. So we will play out the interview part where she talked about the Tokyo comeback. 1 second, Trisha. 1 second. If you get a Manu interview, which I had done about 1 month ahead of the Commonwealth Games, there also she spoke about the ridicule and the abuse. 2022. So we will play out that interview, Gargi, where I remember I was in Birmingham. And interestingly, I was serving my band. And Manu Bhaker and I were actually talking about both of us being abused and trolled and abused and criticized and castigated. So this interview, you will hear her talk about how it felt during Tokyo. We will play that out. But coming to today's effort, she's playing 3 events. She's playing sports pistol, she's playing this one, and she's playing the mixed. Do not rule out Manu Bhaker in the mixed along with Sarabjot. Do not rule out Manu Bhaker. Manu Bhaker in the 25 pistol. Don't rule Manu Bhaker out in the 25 pistol. She's playing 3 events. By the way, this is not her pet event. This is not her pet event. This is not Manu Bhaker's pet event. It is 25. This is not her pet event. So, the 25 pistol, the 25 rapid pistol is her pet event. watch out for Bhaker in that one, because she is excellent in the rapid. So they excellent in the rapid, because the rapid is her strength. So watch out for Bhaker in the two other events, because now the pressure would have eased off Gargi. The pressure would have eased off. The medal is there for her already. So she will know that the reason she came to the Olympics, yes, 3 medals, but she's already got one. So the pressure would have eased off on Manu Bhaker considerably. So do not rule out Bhaker in sports pistol. Do not rule out Bhaker in the mixed.
Yeah, and Ayush Jindal is commenting that Nikhat has also won her first bout actually. So
Yeah, Nikhat has just won her
yeah,
first bout, and that was always on the card against the German. But that is not the bout that we were concerned with. We are concerned with the next one. We are concerned with the bout against Wu Yu, the Chinese world number one. That's what Nikhat will be up against, and that's a difficult one. We were following Manu today. We will be there in big numbers. We will back Nikhat big time. And thereafter, if she wins the one against Wu Yu, she will play Chasmat, the same girl that she lost to in the Asian Games. So the next two bouts will define Manu Bhaker's campaign. Next two bouts will define Manu Bhaker's campaign. Sorry, Nikhat Zarin's campaign here in Paris, and it's going to get tough. Let me tell you this: it's going to get tough here, no question. But if you know Nikhat Zarin well, you will know that Nikhat Zarin has it in her to beat anyone in her weight category. Has it in her to it's okay to beat anyone in the weight category. I actually think I actually think that Wu Yu is rusty. I think because she had a bye, she will go into the first bout without having played a single match. And Zareen, because of the fact that she's already won a match, will go in will go in because of the she's already had some momentum. So Zareen will go in feeling confident. She's had some momentum already under her belt. And if you know Zareen, she's extremely close to us. You know that she would have prepared her absolute best for Paris. Do not rule Dikhat Zareen taking out the Chinese world champion in the round of 16.
absolutely. And there's a comment here by Kushal Das. He's saying sometime point one gives us disqualification, and sometime point one gives us bronze. That's how close shooting is. I mean, it's a difference of, like you said, a strand of a hair, right? The tip of a strand of a hair.
Yeah, and having said that, Gargi, I must say this. I must say that be with your athlete. And this zero point 0.1 is a curse for the athlete. The curse can only be redeemed if countrymen are behind her. She will today feel the pangs of missing out on the silver. By the way, you don't win a bronze, you miss a silver. That's what Manu will say. We will say she's won the bronze. For us, it's a massive medal. Massive medal. We Indians are starved of medals. We are not China. We are not the United States. Our bank has opened. We want to get to double digit numbers here in Paris. And if we do that, it is a sporting revolution. So my point is pretty clear. Yes, zero point 0.1, Sarabjot missed out. But on the other hand, if you look at an Arjun Babuta, 630.1, 629.8, so zero point 0.3 difference that he makes the final. He is in the seventh position to make the final. Think about Ella. She missed out, Ramita made it. So shooting is a decimal game. And in this decimal game, you have to be at your mental and physical best till the very last series. That's how competitive this sport is, Gargi, and that's what we keep talking about. I'm glad people are watching Olympic sport. I'm so delighted that people are watching Olympic sport like this. I mean, at this point in time, people watching our lives, people consuming the video that we put out immediately after Manu won. The video that we put out immediately after Manu won, you must check the numbers. I mean, it's not a joke. That video already has 207 17 18,000 views. That's what India is all about. If you give good content, if you do Olympic sport well, I'm sure people will consume Olympic sport very, very much. And that's what it is. That's what it is all about. But you know, the point that one wants to make about Manu, it's about passion and commitment and resilience. Because when you think of Tokyo and the redemption, many would have given up. Many would have given up that enough. I'm a 20-year-old. Why do I have to go through this? I've won an Asian Games. I've won a Commonwealth. I've earned enough money. My family is pretty prosperous. What's the point of getting ridiculed again and going through this rigor? For Manu Bhaker, she did not do that. She persisted. She persisted because she wanted that one Olympic medal in her repertoire, in her cabinet. Now she's done that. But you know what? We Indians want more. So now I want a second medal from Manu Bhaker. Never happened that an Indian individual athlete has won two medals in an Olympic Games. Never in history, Gargi Rao. Sindhu in 16 and 20, two consecutive medals there. But otherwise, no Indian athlete. Sushil Kumar won in 2008 and 2012, but no Indian athlete has ever won two medals in one Olympic Games. Manu Bhaker can do that and break this jinx.
Look at this picture of hers. Can't stop smiling at all. With the Indian flag.
Put it out, Dagi. Put out some of the photographs that Abhijit has sent. Put out some of the
Yeah, yeah,
photos.
yeah. I'll just. But incredible. I mean, if I mean, we're just watching the sport and we can't stop smiling. I can't, imagine what Manu is feeling right now. I think this is a time for her to, celebrate a little bit and think back on all the sacrifices that she's put into this journey. Because, like Boria said, 10 months ago she was about to quit the sport, and to make a comeback from that, feeling like your sport, your career has ended, or you don't feel the same passion for the sport anymore, and then making a comeback from that to an Olympic bronze medal. Incredible story. She's incredible. um we'll take some. I think soon Abhijit will also join us, so we're just waiting for that. We'll take a few more comments here. Suman Avasti here is saying, we got our first medal of this Olympics. Manu Bhaker, shooting star of Indian pistol. What a great final.
Absolutely.
Point one difference from the shot at goal. Pranam to Manu and thank you. I mean, I was just looking at Twitter and already congratulations India is trending. So, the sacrifice of one person, the laser focus and the hard work of one person has made the entire country proud.
You know what happens, Gargi? If you get a medal on day one, day two, that changes the whole dimension of an Olympic Games. I've been telling you all
Yeah.
this for the longest time that if you get a medal, like in Tokyo, you got it with Chanu. You got it with Chanu on day one, and the whole Olympic Games changed for you. Because then you started dreaming, oh, I can. And now, the biggest plus is you have a Jindal, you have a Ramita Jindal, and you have an Arjun Babuta in the final tomorrow. And we have two of our people there reporting on that. So you expect a medal tomorrow also, because in a final, Jindal shoots very well. She's very composed and calm. So if you ask me, both Ramita Jindal and Arjun Babuta are very, very well capable of giving you a second medal from shooting tomorrow. And if that happens, the shooting campaign will be transformed. Transformed, because you have an Aishwari Tomar, you have the mixed, you have an Arjun, you have a Sift Samra coming up on the 1st and 2nd of August. Absolute dream it could just be. In fact, I think in shooting, tomorrow could well be the mixed day also. Let me just give you that update while you take a few questions.
Yeah. Uh,
Yes, Gargi.
first,
So tomorrow,
yeah.
let me confirm, 10 meter mixed pistol qualification, which will feature Manu Bhaker, is also there. And the 10-meter air rifle final, the 10-meter men's and women's final. So we have the qualification for the mixed, and we have the men's and women's final. So you will see Manu Bhaker in action tomorrow at about
As well.
12:45, at about 12:45 p.m. India time, and you will see the final for the women at 12, and you will see the final for men at 3:30. So we will give you all the updates, breaking news, breaking updates from the venue, no question.
Okay, I was just looking at Twitter, and Abhinav Bindra has also sent his well wishes for Manu. I'll just flash that tweet on the screen. Just a second.
Let me ask Abhinav to send us a reaction.
Yeah, here we go. Heartiest congratulations to Manu Bhaker for clinching the bronze medal in the air pistol event at Paris 2024. Your relentless dedication, hard work, and passion have truly paid off. It's incredible to witness your skill and determination, bringing pride to India with each shot. This achievement is a testament to your perseverance and determination. Keep shining, Manu. I mean, to hear this from Abhinav Bindra, from a legend of your sport, how much I wonder how much will this mean for Manu. I mean, it's incredible. And I remember in our conclave, all the shooters that had come were dying to have a conversation with Abhinav Bindra to pick at his brain to know what to do next. It's incredible.
We finish it. Yeah, we've got some more
Yeah.
questions to go. Gargi, we can finish in about 4 minutes because we have to rush to archery. So,
Okay.
so if
Okay. Okay.
we have to rush to archery, otherwise we'll get late for the India quarterfinal in archery. So, if we take a few more questions and we close this live, but we will keep coming back. After I'm sure Rohan and Abhijit will come with the Manu interview. Plenty will happen because you have to stay calm because she'll have to go for giving the sample for her dope. The dope test will happen, the medal ceremony will happen. You will get all of that done, and only then can the athlete finish the mix zone and come out and do interviews with ENRs. So this is a prolonged process now. So all of that will now happen there. So we will come back with every update. We will come back with every update. Needless to say, we will now soon leave for archery. Take a couple more questions and we can close.
Yes, we have
Ravi,
pictures
take these
from.
photos, please. Take these photos, please.
Yes,
That Rohan has just
yes,
sent.
yes. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Because these pictures are very important for us to flash. Give me 5 seconds and I'll do this.
That's the medal ceremony. Trisha, tweet করে দাও. If Gargi can get, huh?
Yeah, I'm just getting them because I'll have to put them all together and
Yeah,
play.
you do that. You do that.
But incredible pictures are coming in from the very venue, and this is Rohan who's sending us all these pictures, and these are incredible. I can't wait for you all to see this because Manu is just clutching her medal, looking at the medal. I'm sure not in disbelief because she's worked very hard for this.
It will mean her world. I asked Neeraj Chopra in Tokyo, what does this mean to you? And he said, my world. Sir, ye mere liye, he didn't say in Hindi, in English. He said, sir, mere liye sab kuch hai. Look at this. Look at this. Indian flags in the crowd. Unbelievable. Manu Bhaker with her medal. Come on. If you don't feel emotional seeing this, you are not an Indian sports buff. I think on that note, we should close the show with these photographs, Gargi Rao. We will come back
Yeah.
with many more live shows today. But what incredible moment for us in shooting. First medal from the Paris Games, and we are off. We are off with our first medal. What an incredible start to our campaign.
Incredible day for India, like Boria said, but lots more to come and lots more to come from Manu as well. Tomorrow we'll see her in action once again. Boria and the rest of the team are off to archery now, so stay tuned for those updates as well. And stay tuned to Rev Sports. Like,